Sup, it's me, Benny, aka Monday, aka Too Stylish, back again with another episode. Today we're reviewing Reece, Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory, the mixtape, released March 2021. Reece, a bit of background on Reece. Reece was previously signed to a record label here in South Africa called Ambitious Records. He released his first album under them. So he has a couple of albums under his belt or projects. He has that first one with Ambitious Records, and then he went independent, started his own crew, Rubber Band Gang, with Echo, Words, Flame, Mash Beats, X Global, you know what I'm saying? And then he released under Rubber Band Gang From Me to You and You Only. Then he released Then I'm Only 21 in 2018, which is like a 5-track EP. And he's released a joint tape with Mash Beats and 3L with Words and Echo, Long Lost Letters. Get into this tape, man, and find out what's happening here. So firstly, as a disclaimer, a couple of things surrounding this tape before we really get into it. His producer Mash Beats is someone that he's now no longer with, and that does kind of come into the tape. His crew, Rubber Band Gang, they disbanded over. There's a whole lot of videos you can go on to South African YouTube and check out people breaking down what happened with Reece and his crew. But yeah, they're no longer together. He's no longer riding with those guys. And I say that because it does come across in the tape, in the actual mixtape content. But yeah, man, let's get into this. Production. Okay, so the production on the tape, Mash Beats' beats are still on here. Tapelo Maimela, a couple of guys have been producing on here. Reece himself now is producing, which was dope. He produced like 4 songs, I think. I like his production because he's sampling. His production is more sample based, but I didn't like Hibaj, to be honest. I didn't like his flip of that. I thought it was a very basic flip. But that's me. Who am I? Reece fans don't kill me. A lot of live instrumentation, which gives it kind of a laid-back feel. It's atmospheric. The beats are kind of atmospheric, kind of moody. There's rapid cuts in the beats. The beats cut rapidly. Boom, 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 boom. But I think the production allows him space to be creative. I was on the phone with one of my friends and we were talking about the album. And he was like, he felt like Reece was doing him, like he wasn't under pressure to make anything other than what he wanted to make, and it comes across in the production choices. These are not really beats for like mainstream radio, but they are solid. Like this is good production, dude. It grounds the album. It makes it feel like I'm listening to everyday kind of music. And let's get into the themes on this album. I picked up on a couple of different themes that Reece touches on in this album, and I think these themes come across in the album title and in the album cover, right? So the album cover is like a bunch of different faces with like different emotions. And different colors, and then the album's title ties into time. It talks about time. Today's tragedy, tomorrow's memory. So I think those two themes, it's not our mother tongue English. Those two themes are what kind of ties this project together: time and change. He has a line in there. I know that you hate that you changed on me. He talks about remaining grounded on no man's land. And I think the fact that the albums, within the songs, those different cuts kind of speaks to the changes that he's going through, or that he's feeling, or that he's experiencing. Like in the album production, the beats cut, as I said, some of the beats cut midway and then he raps a different verse, or some of the beats just cut midway as kind of like an outro. So I think that speaks to the theme of change. You know what I'm saying? What are other changes in Reece's life? He's losing friends. He's losing friends. He moved from the hood to an apartment where he had 6 of his boys. and we all know how the story went. He's no longer in an apartment with 6 of his boys. He's now alone, and that's change. Change. He went from being a signed artist, being loved, and having all these singles that were like nationally syndicated, to doing it independent and still having the same pull, to losing his crew, changes, to losing that crew around him, close confidants, all these close people around him, and he changed, and now he has his own label, and so there's change in his life. With regards to the content on the album, he's realizing that there's a lot of trials and tribulations that he's went through. You know, there's a lot of things that he's experienced, right? He's lost his father, like he touches in on Mark 15:35. And I think that passage is about when Jesus is on the cross and he's saying, my father, why have you forsaken me? So condolences to him and his family. That change of his father forsaking him and him having to deal with his father. Even him having to deal with his father's sins. On Dichotomy, he talks about his parents breaking up, and he says in the last line of on Dichotomy, you didn't change, to his father, like you didn't change your ways, and that's why mom left you. So change is very important to Reece. Like, change your circle if they switch up on you. Change your strategy if it's not working a certain way. Be susceptible to change to get your dream, which was another theme that came across. Like, it comes across in his music that he would do anything to make the music he wants to make, and to connect with people, like to stay grounded and to stay connected with the people. I think it's a well-produced album. The raps are stronger. He's clearer on his raps. He's potent. The words, the punchlines are amazing. Just punchlines on punchlines on punchlines. I found that to be very dope. We need that. Like, we like punchlines. Rappers, we like creativity. We like you to be a bit saucy with your words, bruh. Come on, we like all of that. Connecting themes and connecting the dots on the albums. Some of my favorite songs was the first song, Mark 15. The 5-year plan, that was him. Jimmy's Interlude, Residual Self-Image, to name a few. Over Me, Dotted Lines, those are my favorite songs. If we're gonna critique, because it's a critique, what I didn't like, or the song I didn't like was, I know people are gonna hate me for this, but as much as Same Thing is a well-written, beautiful song about, the people he's lost, if I'm looking for that vibe from an artist, or if I'm looking for that vibe in a song, I'm not gonna go to that song. It's not a bad song, it's not my taste, you know what I'm saying? And what else? Morning Peace, I don't like. I think Reece can still grow into that bag more. I actually think Jay Jody did better on Reece than Reece. And Bello Salo must also get a mention. Bello Salo was on Nightmare on Bryanston Drive. Yeah, Bello Salo should definitely get a shout out. I think he killed it on Nightmare on Bryanston Street. Bryanston Drive. Sorry, rich kids, don't kill me. I think he got one over on Reece, honestly. That's just my feeling. Yeah, that's the only critique I have on the album. Yo, it's a dope album. I give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5, so yeah, tell me what you think of the album. Let me know in the comments your favorite songs, what you didn't like, what you thought of the album, and yeah, make sure you subscribe, like this page, and more heat is coming your way.